You know that moment when you check your bank account on a Thursday night and you're genuinely surprised by what's left? Not because something went wrong. No emergency. No big purchase. Just the usual week. Groceries. A couple of coffees. That one dinner you didn't feel like cooking. Maybe a subscription you forgot was still running. And somehow, $1,200 became $143. So you do what everyone does. You Google how to budget and immediately find advice that sounds like a second job. Track every dollar. Categorize every purchase. Build a spreadsheet. Review it weekly. You try it for maybe 4 days. Then life happens and you forget to log one thing. Then 2 things. Then you just stop. And the worst part? You don't even feel guilty about quitting the budget. You feel guilty about the spending. Like something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. The system is just broken. My name is Rabby. If your money keeps disappearing every month and you have no idea where it goes, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Because this one is going to change how you think about budgeting completely. Here's the thing most budgeting advice gets wrong. It treats you like a spreadsheet. But you're not a spreadsheet. You're a person with a life, a job, stress, and a brain that makes decisions emotionally, not logically. Which is exactly why the $0 budget works when everything else doesn't. The $0 budget has one rule. Every single dollar you earn gets assigned a job before the month starts. Not tracked after it's gone. Assigned before it leaves. That's it. That's the whole system. Your income minus your assignments equals 0. Not because you spent everything. Because everything already has a destination. Now you might be thinking, Rabby, I already know where my money goes. Rent, food, bills. There's nothing left to assign. I hear you. But here's what the data actually shows. Most people can name their big expenses. What they can't see are the small ones that move in silence. A 2023 study found that the average person underestimates their monthly spending by roughly 20 to 30%. Not because they're careless. Because small purchases feel invisible in the moment. $8 here. $23 there. One impulse order at midnight. None of those feel like decisions. But together they're quietly draining $400 to $600 every single month. Money you earned. Money you never consciously chose to spend. So here's how the $0 budget actually works in real life. 3 steps. That's all. Step 1. Write down your exact income for the month. Not an estimate. The actual number that hits your account. Let's say it's $3,800 after taxes. That's your starting number. Step 2. List every category that needs money this month. And I mean every category. Rent, utilities, groceries, transport, phone, any debt payments. But also, and this is where most budgets fail, include your wants. Dining out, shopping, entertainment. Don't pretend those don't exist. Give them a number. A real one. Not $50 if you know you'll spend $200. Be honest with yourself, not optimistic. Step 3. Keep assigning until you hit 0. $3,800 income. $1,200 rent. $320 groceries. $140 transport. $110 utilities. $180 dining and social. $120 shopping. $300 savings. $430 investments. Total assigned, $3,800. Remaining, $0. Every dollar has a job. Nothing is floating around waiting to get spent on something you'll regret. Now you might be thinking, Okay, but what if something unexpected comes up mid-month? Good question. You build one category called buffer. Even $100 to $150 set aside for the unpredictable. Car repair. A friend's birthday dinner. A medical copay you didn't plan for. When the unexpected hits, you pull from buffer, not from savings. That's the move that keeps the whole system from falling apart. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah is 27. She earns a solid income. Not rich, but genuinely decent. And every month, without fail, she'd reach the 20th and feel that quiet panic. The month wasn't over. The money basically was. She tried the detailed budget apps. She'd set it up perfectly on a Sunday night, feel great about it, and then completely ignore it by Wednesday. So she switched to the $0 budget. One afternoon. A notes app. Nothing fancy. She assigned every dollar before the month started, including $180 for dining out, because she knew herself honestly. 3 months later, she told me something I didn't expect her to say. I'm spending almost the same amount, but I don't feel guilty anymore, because I chose this. Sarah didn't earn more. She just stopped being surprised by her own spending. That's the only thing that changed. Here's the psychological reason this works when other systems don't. Traditional budgets create guilt. You overspend one category, and suddenly the whole month feels like a failure. So you abandon it. The $0 budget creates intention. You're not restricting yourself. You're deciding in advance. And that small difference in framing changes everything about how your brain responds. Researchers call this implementation intention. When you decide in advance what you'll do, not just what you want, follow-through increases dramatically. Some studies show by as much as 2 to 3 times. You're not relying on willpower in the moment. The decision is already made. But there's one thing the $0 budget does that nobody talks about. The $0 budget isn't just about controlling spending. It's about making sure savings and investments get assigned first, before anything else. Most people save what's left at the end of the month. The $0 budget flips that. Savings gets assigned on day one, same as rent. That one change alone, paying yourself before you pay everything else, is the difference between people who build wealth slowly and people who wonder where it all went. Even if you start with $200 a month going to savings, that's $2,400 in a year. Invested consistently over 5 years at modest returns, that becomes something that actually matters. Not because the number is huge, because the habit is unbreakable. So here's your starting point. Tonight, not next Monday, tonight, open your notes app or grab a piece of paper. Write your monthly income at the top. Then list every category. Give every dollar a job. Make it add up to 0. It'll take you 20 minutes. Maybe 25 if you're being really honest about your dining habits. And then next month, you won't be staring at $143 on a Thursday night wondering where it all went. You already know. Because you decided. If this helped, subscribe to Money with Rabby and hit the thumbs up. And comment right now. My $0 budget starts this month. Because saying it out loud makes it real. And I want to know you're actually doing this, not just thinking about it.